and it's time to craft together. I brought a fun project to work on with you. We are going to work with permanent ink today. And so we sell two different types of mediums that we use with our stencils. In case you didn't know, we do sell chalk paste, which is not the same as chalk paint, but chalk paste, and it dries a semi-permanent product. It dries hard, and you can also reconstitute it later if you want to wash off the design, let's say on a chalkboard or on a surface that's finished, that you can do that. And then you can also spray over it to make it permanent. But we also sell permanent inks. And that's the medium that I chose to work with today. So I went ahead to get started. I grabbed a white shirt. This is going to be for me, so I got my size. I just got a white shirt with a V-neck. It's what looks better on me. I've got this bushel and a peck stencil. Have you guys done this one yet? I love you, a bushel and a peck. Do you guys ever say this to anybody? Is this like something you did in your family? Did you guys say, I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck? We never did. I didn't hear this saying until I was an adult, and I love it. It's really cute. But we would say other endearing things to each other, and including doing some funny and crazy things. I was delighted, very blessed to grow up in a household where love was encouraged and spread and open and available, and such a treasure. Okay, so moving on. Our project today, again, is we're going to be inking on a t-shirt. We're going to talk about how to do that, the materials you'll need, and then how to make it permanent. Okay, so I also went ahead and grabbed this sticky. When you get it, it is a shirt. It is an ink mat. I'm sorry, it's an ink mat. And so when I first got it, I'm like, what the heck? Because I didn't realize that you had to pull this film off. And when you pull this film off, the great thing about it is that this sticks to your project. And so it catches that ink. It doesn't allow it to push through to the other side of the surface, right? But it also locks your fabric in place. So I'll show you how to use that. Okay, so I grabbed a small ink mat. We have two sizes, an 18-inch, and then this one. So I grabbed the small ink mat, a bushel and a peck, a white t-shirt. You could go with any color. And then look at these fun inks that I have. I got some cool colors to choose from, but what I decided to do is I went ahead and grabbed the fuchsia, which would be this one, and then the coal black, which would be this one over here. So many different opportunities, different colors that you could choose from. I just felt for me that that's what I wanted on my shirt. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump in and get started. Let's talk a little bit about ink for just a second. So ink is permanent, like it said. So it's not the same thing. You make a mistake, and then you probably just need to grab a little something else to make a little design in the area, maybe where you would have smudged or something like that. But I want to say, hey, be brave. Go ahead and try ink. Don't be scared of it. It's really not that big of a deal. It's a lot of fun. And so after we ink on a project, we let it dry. We let it dry for 24 hours on fabric. And then after it's dry, then we'll run it under a heat press, right? Following the instructions on the heat press, or you could lay down a piece of Teflon or parchment paper and run over it with your home iron. I typically do it on one side, then turn it inside out and do it again. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move the camera down, and then we're going to work on our bushel and a peck shirt together. All right. Move this down. Hey, as you're hopping on, just let me know that you're here. Say hey. Send me a little smile. Whatever. Share this with your friends so they can hop in too. Okay, I got super lucky. I bought this shirt at Dollar Tree. No lie. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this ink mat. The ink mat, like I said, is sticky on the one side. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this film. Then I'm going to put it up underneath my shirt, inside my shirt, okay, between the two layers. I'm going to find a good place. You could turn your shirt inside out and do it and then turn it right back in. But since you guys are on here with me, I'm just going to do it just like this. It is sticky, so it does start to stick. The fabric will start sticking to it as soon as you put it in place, but you can just pick it up and move it around a little bit. This small ink mat was made to fit the 8.5 by 11 stencils. So 5 by 7, 8.5 by 11. Those are the ones that will fit with this one. So I do want to kind of get it where I want it, where I'm going to want the stencil. And you can see through, I can see through the fabric. Again, if you wanted to make sure it was like on point and everything, you could turn the thing inside out and then turn it right back in. Okay. And I do want to make sure that my shirt is flat. See how easy that is? And it's so great that it stays in place. It's not going to move around on you at all. All right. Okay, next I am going to take my stencil, and because this is a fabric, I don't need to fuzz it at all. I don't need to pick up any lint because that's going to happen naturally on a fabric. Okay, anybody worked with ink? If you have, what are you inking on, and what is your favorite product to ink on? All right, so I'm going to lay this in place. I want to make sure that I get it on my, that I actually have my, this is the edge right here of my ink mat, and I want to make sure that I don't go over that edge so it doesn't bleed through to the other side of my shirt. All right, then I'm just going to smooth it out, get rid of all the air bubbles, and make sure that, you know, I have it where I want it. I could pick it up and move it, but that looks about right to me. So now I'm going to take my sample inks and open those up. Let me grab my trusty scissors here. I'll put a little bit of the black in first. I am going to do the fuchsia first, or apply it first, because I feel like it's going to be a little more forgiving than the black. And if I do the black first, I might accidentally bleed it. Now, I want to encourage you guys, when you get these sample packs, just to knead them a little bit. Just to make sure that, you know, there's no real way for you to get a mixer, get something in there and stir it up. So if you just do like this, knead it, then that'll mix it up real nice. And that's especially helpful when you have paste, chalk paste. All right, but we are working with ink today. All right, isn't that a beautiful color? Love the fuchsia. It's such a gorgeous color. All right, let me get in here and grab some tools. See what I want to use. I think I will go with some. Do you guys get like this? I mean, I feel like I never have enough, right? Oops. Get this step out of the way. I never have enough, but then I go to find it and I'm like, where does all this stuff come from? Okay, I'm going to use this mini. All right, just for me. That's the way I'm going to come in here and start inking. Now, I usually put a paper towel right next to my project so that and just over the stencil so that I don't bleed anything over to it. I'm super messy crafter, so I just want to protect myself from me, right? All right, so I'm going to come in here and decide all the places where I want it to be pink, and I'll go ahead and do that. Stencil it on. Now I'm going to just basically apply it. I'm not pushing, right? Just applying in all the places that I want to. Now, it's not so important with the inks that we move quickly like we do have to be conscientious of with the pastes, because they're just not going to dry that quick. All right. Oh, this is going to be cute. I like this. The and that'll be cute with the pink. We've been doing a lot of videos lately, and I'm super happy about that. What project that you guys have seen lately is your favorite? we really like to know what kind of stuff you guys like to do. And we want to tailor those things, you know, our videos and such around what you guys want. You guys are why we're here. And let's see, let's mix it up a little bit. Yeah, so what do you like? What are some of your favorite, recent favorite videos, projects? If you can, maybe you remember the design or who did it or what they ended up making. Go ahead and share. And it doesn't have to be me. You don't have to like something I did. Could be even something somebody else did, or maybe something you did. You can share, put it in the comments. Maybe you can even drop us a picture. That would be cool. All right, so just coming in and now squeegeeing off what I don't need. I have a tendency before I'm done, I have a tendency to like to go right back over it again, just to make sure that I got enough. Now, as I peel it off, I can take another look and make sure that I covered everything, but I do make a second pass. Especially when it's like an opposing color. Like, let's say this was a black shirt and I was coming in with white or gold or silver, I would definitely do another layer, another pass on the ink before I tried to remove the stencil. All right. You guys have a favorite stencil for Valentine's Day? What has been your favorite to work with so far, or favorite of what you've seen in our catalog or online? All right, so let me just wipe that off. I think I'm probably done with the pink. I don't know if that should be pink. No, I'm gonna let that pop. That's gonna be black. All right, I'm coming in now with the black. I'm just gonna be careful not to get it up in the pink area, because I wasn't planning for this one to be sort of a blending. This is just gonna be two different colors. No ombre, no blending. Again, since this is an opposing color, I'm just gonna make sure that I got it covered well, and I'm gonna probably come back around for another pass. So be careful just to lay it on and work it across the stencil without, just resist the urge to press it on there. It doesn't need that. If we put too much pressure, we might cause the stencil to bleed. And what that means is that the medium, whether it's chalk paste or ink, will get up underneath the stencil and it'll won't allow us to have as crisp as a design. Not the end of the world. We can always, with chalk paste, we can wipe it off, right? And reconstitute, wipe it off and start all over again. And with ink, we can just find something cool that we want to lay over the mistake. Sometimes in a situation like this, if I were to make a mistake, I would look at like maybe maybe take a look at the Valentine minis and grab one of the hearts from there or the lips or something and put it in here somewhere. And it would look intentional, like I meant to do it all along. That's a good way to cover up mistakes, especially like sometimes I have a tendency to get the ink outside of the design, which is why I have this paper towel here right now. So in that case, yeah, I would go ahead and put something out there. All right, we are almost done with the black. And then, like I said, I'm just going to make one more pass, make sure everything is covered, and then we will do the peel and reveal and see what we got. Have you guys done this one yet? This one actually came on last year as Crystal really wanted this one, so I worked at it and worked at it and worked at it. I just couldn't get what I wanted. And finally the design came. And so I hope you guys like it. But it was definitely a labor of love to give Crystal something she wanted for Valentine's Day. Sometimes she has some designs she really wants. So we work to get those out. kind of cool being a business owner with Crystal because we are two different generations. So you guys get a variety in your stencil offering. And we throw ideas back and forth, and then if you know I can make it work, or if she has a chance to work on something, um, then we go with it, get them published, get them in production for you guys. Can't ask her to do too much. She's over the marketing. We do love to collaborate on what we're doing. Okay. All right. We're almost done. Almost done. Again, just going over one more pass. I do have the opportunity to, like, when I'm doing the peel and reveal, I can check then to see if everything's in good order, but I like to make sure that I feel good about it before I do the peel and reveal. All right, now I'm going to set this aside and we're going to do the peel and reveal. Now, at this point, I'm going to make sure that my hands are good and clean because now as I go to pull it up, I don't want to smudge the edges and get like black right on the corner. That would be yuck. All right, so let me, oh look, as I'm saying that, okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, we're gonna do it. All right, now this is what I was talking about. As I'm pulling this up, I'm gonna go a little bit at a time and I'm just gonna pull it straight back and I'm gonna see, did I miss anything? If I didn't miss anything, I'm good. If I did, I'm just gonna roll it back in place and then I'm going to hit it again with some ink. You guys, this turned out so cute. Hang on a sec. Let me pull this whole thing off. Okay. Okay, you guys, you ready to see it? I'm gonna lift it up so you can see our finished project. I hope that you do this one. It's so cute. Maybe you'll do it on red or pink. Here we go. I love you, a bushel and a peck. Now, I'm gonna be patient this time. I'm gonna let it dry before I take my ink mat out. And then what I'm going to do is let it dry a whole day. And then I'm going to come back and hit it with an iron or a heat press so it'll be permanent. All right. I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. I hope you guys have a terrific day. And if you get a chance to do this design, I hope that you will post a picture in the comments so we can all share. Have a great day. Bye-bye.